As a theatre maker, I don't always get to go out a lot because, striving artist. But when I do, it's usually for me rushing for a show or a rehearsal because time is a concept. But this time it was for a show and we made it in time, guys. And here we are heading to Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Centre. Fun fact, I did my first commercial show here when they first opened. Look at us popping each other's cherries. We're so cute together. And we are catching 12th Night. And if you don't know anything about the show, just watch She's the Man. You've pretty much have the whole plot. This all happened last month and I had so much fun watching it. Shakespeare Demystified is probably the only theatre company that is passionate about putting out Shakespeare to a Malaysian audience, an audience that isn't too familiar with Shakespeare. So how they would deal with this is they would have narration in between scenes to help make sense of what we are witnessing in all of Shakespeare's poetry, which is not very common in Shakespeare plays. Which is great because if you're a Shakespeare noob like me, despite majoring in theatre in college, I think you could appreciate this a lot. They also do other plays than Shakespeare, but Shakespeare's definitely the main character. This was their first time doing 12th Night with these set of actors, and as you can tell, because 12th Night is a comedy, there was a lot of song and dance in between, which was fun, but also not the 12th Night I learned. But I found out later on that 12th Night was written with a lot of music. You learn something new every day. Then on that Sunday, I woke up 7 a.m, drove all the way to Sri Kembangan just to go to... Why? We'll find out in another video. But after petting some animals and smelling like a ray of sunshine, I rushed to Triptych with my friends to check out an installment that my friends got to work on, a piece they've been working on since last December after receiving the Christian JIT grant. And I'm so proud of them and was so excited to see this come to life after witnessing the beginnings of it. Trace Us is a piece of two artists who go on a journey from KL to Penang and back to deal with the grief of the prominent patriarchal figures of their past. Two video essays of two artists. One artist journeys with her late grandfather through his diaries, and another artist journeys with her late father through his love letters to her mother. The essays were played out simultaneously, and I think witnessing it allowed me to experience a softer side of patriarchal figures that I think I long for, but always struggled to seek. And maybe it wasn't that different for everyone else. Personally, the highlight that also tied everything together was the music in the background. It was composed by a friend that they also collaborated for this piece, who's also a music engineer and an artist by his own right. He took the words and the letters in the diaries, digitalized it, and used it in the software to make collective sounds. And it just enhanced the experience of the work. And it was already a beautiful work. Then we ended it with a little chit chat with the artists to talk about the journey of the work.